Hey everybody, this is Billy Potocnik with YogiApproved.com. I'm happy to be with you today. Today we're going to be doing yoga for guys with an emphasis on hip openers because a lot of us have tight hips. And we'll get a little sweat going, we'll get a little heat going. Don't get stressed out by what you can and cannot do. That's not what this is about. It's all pretty simple, but it's not easy. The focus is going to be us working with our breath, and we are going to get easy. But the practice will not be easy. But it will be simple, and I think it'll be accessible. And if there's something you can't do, don't stress out about it. Just do what you can. I'll show some modifications and everything else. So let's get started. We're going to start with some blocks here. I have a block that I like to use for seated meditation because it gets my hips up a little bit and allows me to sit taller with my front of my spine open and my shoulders back. So I'm going to grab one of these blocks. If you don't have a block, the other thing you can do is grab a meditation cushion. They're not very expensive, and sitting on a meditation cushion is even more comfortable than sitting on a block because the block's kind of hard. I'm going to get my hips open. I'm going to try to get my knees to the earth. Get my hips up. If you need more than this, you can put a pillow on top of the block itself if you have really tight hips. I'm pressing the front of my spine open, sitting nice and tall. Right now I'm going to put my hands on my thighs so I can kind of just sit taller for now. And we're just going to listen to our breath. Just our natural breath. We're not going to try, we're not going to push, we're not going to strive. We're just going to breathe naturally, bringing that breath all the way down beneath our belly button. And really feel the sensation of that breath moving into your body, bringing that breath down into your belly, and your belly's going to come out a little bit. You should feel that belly kind of pop out. And as you exhale, that belly's just going to kind of relax and fall. So really feel that. Getting connected to our emotional self, our feelings, what it feels like right now to be in this moment. Allow that to happen. And know that you are that. We just have to have the guts to be here and breathe. Relax your jaw. Notice if you're carrying tension in your jaw and your eyes and your tongue. And really feel yourself grounding down, just settling into the earth and connecting. It doesn't matter if you're 4 or 5 stories up in the building practicing right now or wherever you are, just really feel yourself connecting down through that earth. We're going to start building that breath as we start moving gently, patiently into the Ujjayi breath. We're going to deepen. Now the breath is going to change in sound. It's going to be a little bit more audible. Remember, we're breathing in and out of the nose, rolling that breath. Restricted over the back of the throat. And kind of feel yourself creating that beautiful oceanic sound of the tide rolling in, and the sound of the tide rolling out, noticing where you maybe start grabbing a hold of some tension and just letting it go, no big deal. And let's bring our hands to heart center. Just kind of setting our intentions here and reminding ourselves that the practice, no matter what it is we're doing, no matter what format, we're always getting into our hearts. We're connecting here in this heart space, that place of real intelligence. So allow yourself to be there, getting out of our heads, getting into our hearts, learning through our bodies and our experience. We let go of the expectations. We let go of the goals. We are here just to practice life on the mat. With our breath, with our movement, with our stillness. So feel yourself in your heart, practicing with that joyful heart. Even when we're not enjoying it at all, we practice with joy. So let's take a moment before we begin to offer up our practice to something bigger than ourselves. Whatever it is to you. Just this offering and everything we do. The action is the reward. The moment is everything. Let's lighten up, let's go deeper, let's have some fun. The time's going to fly by, so let's be here and not miss out on it. Let's inhale the arms up. Really reaching toward the sky. So as we reach through the fingertips, we soften the shoulders. And feel yourself drawing your knees toward the earth as well. If you got tight hips, your knees kind of want to come up. You're kind of leaning back and maybe even falling back a little bit, or you're having trouble just opening up. That's okay. With time, it gets more natural. Just almost feel yourself creating a little back bend here. We're going to exhale. We're just going to reach forward, lengthening forward. I'm going to move the block back off the mat and let yourself kind of lengthen forward here. And remember that Ujjayi breath, that's long, strong, steady breath in and out of the nose. Let that spine open up. Feel yourself bringing that breath into the back of the spine. Start walking your hands forward. I'm going to switch directions here. Start walking your hands forward. As we start rolling over our ankles and rolling over our feet, we start moving into child's pose. So bring those knees out nice and wide. Big toes barely touching. Let your forehead just kind of fall into the earth here. Really relaxing. It's always a matter of relaxing so that we can stay calm on the mat and really process our stress in a way that serves us, not in a way that stresses us out even more. Anytime you might need a break, this is where you go. You just pop here, just come back into your breath and relax, and then just join us again when you're ready, wherever that may be. It's okay. Remember that ego will try to get in the way. You're not here to prove anything. You're here to be patient, compassionate with yourself, and practice with joy. Remember that. Let's come on to all fours. Nice way to start here. Really get those hands nice and big, shoulder width apart, middle finger straight forward. Curl those toes under. And let's push our tailbone high to the sky. Move into downward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Breathing here. Grounding through the thumb and the index finger. Middle fingers are straight forward. We're drawing our heels toward the earth. Now remember, biggest thing, we want that spine to get straight, or maybe even a little bit of a back bend. If you're having trouble with that, if your back's kind of rounding, bend your knees a little bit. And then kind of just start poking your butt up to the sky until you can get the spine long and straight. Now with each inhale, that belly's going to come out a little bit because we're breathing into the belly. And with each exhale, that belly's going to come toward the spine. Just moving back and forth, feeling what your body needs right now. With our next, we're going to just start off slow, nice and slow with sun A's, and we're going to move through that and then get right into the hip openers. Inhale, right leg high. Drawing that left heel toward the earth, lengthen up through the right heel, spread the toes, and feel the squeeze here. Exhale, pull that right leg through. Low lunge, big stride. Breathing here, open up the chest. Shine your heart, lengthen back through that left heel. With our next inhale, bring your left foot to meet the right. Exhale, fold. Let's breathe here a little bit. Just take some breaths. Maybe you're tight and you feel better, like bending your knees, or if you do have that block, maybe using the block or need it higher, keeping the block high like this or whatever kind of feels good to you. Remember, it's your body. Nobody knows your body as well as you do. So it's up to you to be aware of what's going on with your body. And my hamstrings actually right now are kind of tight myself, so it feels kind of good to do this. Now with our next inhale, let's come all the way up. Coming all the way up. Opening our heart to the sky, softening the shoulders as we reach. Keep your butt cheeks engaged a little bit, your thighs strong. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, opening it up. Exhale, coming forward, coming all the way down. Now these are just sun A's. There's so many different variations of sun A's. Inhale, right leg high. This one has been working well for me lately. Exhale, big step back, low lunge. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Breathing here. So I'm grounding through my left big toe, lengthening back to the right heel. I'm not trying to blow a gasket by just rotating open. Just whatever I'm able to get to without striving, and just breathe. Opening our hearts here. With our next exhale, bring that left hand down. Let's drop that right knee down, coming up to crescent moon. Breathing here. Drawing toward that midpoint of the posture here. There's a gentle pull back. I'm pulling back on my left foot and I'm drawing forward on my right hip. And so we're meeting in that midpoint and drawing that breath all the way down beneath the belly button, down between the legs. You can feel that pelvic floor engaged as well. I'm keeping my right toes curled under. One of the reasons is I got kind of tight toes, and so I like to curl the toes under. And I'm preparing also for where we're going next. So let's go there. Exhale. I'm coming back into Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Rounding over this left leg. Now, you might have a hard time doing that. That's okay. You got tight hamstrings, whatever it might be. Get these blocks, use blocks, and just maybe you're right here. Maybe you're right here and you have to have that knee bend a little bit. It's just too much for you. And maybe you're feeling it back here in that big toe, creating some flexibility there. And that's all right. So whatever works is fine. Breathing here, rounding. Drawing that left hip back and isolating this left hamstring a little bit more. With our next inhale, we're going to come forward, reopen the chest. Exhale, I'm going to step back and come down for chaturanga, low plank, all at the same time. Inhale, pull through, up dog. Opening up and exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Breathing here, now I'm drawing that right heel down toward the earth. And exhale, low lunge. Opening up the chest, lengthen back to that right heel. So really feel yourself open. We're shining our hearts open. We're not doing this. We're practicing with enthusiasm, with childlike enthusiasm. We're lucky to be alive, so that's how we practice. Inhale, bring your right foot to meet the left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, open heart to the sky. So taking a little bit faster movement with the breath on this side. Exhale, hands heart center. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down, emptying. Inhale, left leg high, standing splits. Exhale, big step back, low lunge. Inhale, right arm to the sky, breathing here. Ground through the right big toe. Lengthen back through the inner edge of that left heel. Now again, if you wanted to use a block for this, for example, to help get you lifted, if that helps, boom, like that. If the chips are really down for you, come all the way up like this. So either way, it's there for you. Remember, it's your practice. With our next exhale, bring your right hand down. Inhale, crescent moon. Coming up here, breathing. Now again, drawing toward that midpoint, drawing that breath down, all the way down between the legs with the breath. Not trying, honoring this moment. And with our next exhale, we're going to come back for Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Rounding over that right leg. Now, I'm gently kind of drawing that right heel back to isolate this hamstring more, pulling this right hip back to kind of keep those hips square. Breathe. And I am not that yogi that can put my leg behind my head and everything else. So trust me when I say, wherever you are is just fine. With our next inhale, let's open up the chest, straighten that left leg. Exhale, stepping back and coming down at the same time for chaturanga. Inhale, pull through up dog. Exhale, down dog. I'm going to just move through one or two times each side with our breath, just moving with the breath. So if you feel like you're exaggerating your breath, you're probably on the right track. So let yourself really feel that breath. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up. Right knee down. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Reopen the chest. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Really feel the breath. Exhale, hands heart center. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, forward fold. Empty, empty. Inhale, left leg. Fill up with the breath. Exhale, empty to low lunge. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Think of this as a moving meditation. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, forward fold, empty. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, pull through up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, heart center, empty. Always moving into the heart. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, right arm. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, pull through up dog. Exhale, down dog. Staying here. Big inhale through the nose. Let's do a big exhale through the mouth. Let's do two more of those. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Let it go. Inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, bring your right leg high. We're going to add something here. Exhale, bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Big, big stride up and out. And we're going to just bring that right arm to the sky. Now, looks kind of similar to where we were before in the sun salutation, but I'm angling my right foot out 45 degrees. You can even come onto the outer edge of that right foot if you want. Get into the hips a little bit. We're not going to be here for very long, though. Just breathing here. It's kind of a setup for where we go next. We're going to drop that left knee straight down. Important to have some length here. It's going to be more comfortable in that left knee. But you may not be able to grab that foot, and that's okay. With time, we're going to reach back with that right hand to the outside of that left foot at the foot or at the ankle. Concentrate on keeping that left ankle in line with the outer edge of the left hip. And that's also going to pull that right shoulder open. Breathing here. Whatever you can grab. You might only be able to grab your foot. You might only be able to do this. Whatever works. You should feel that stretch in the hips, but also that left quadricep into the hip flexor, maybe even into your lower abdomen a little bit. Breathe here. Opening up that right shoulder. Nice twist, hip opener, thigh opener. Looking over that right shoulder. Where can you create some more space? Relax, relax. Be here. Let's release the elbows. Now, this is where you might really need some blocks. We're going to release the elbows to the earth inside the right foot. Now, if this is uncomfortable to you, I remember when I first started doing this, I'd just be right here. Give me a block. Give me another block. And I'd be just like this, just barely just making it here, just counting the seconds. All right, so this is you, that's fine. Just relax and breathe. So maybe use 1 or 2 blocks if you have it. Just hang out here if you need to. If not, that's okay. Just come all the way down. You don't have to apologize for being able to do this either. So here you are. So I'm just going to come up to the hands. I'm going to add this here, and you could add this. We could have added this at the beginning as well. I'm going to bring my right hand on my right knee. On the outer edge of the right foot is the only thing on the earth. My right foot's come off the earth. I'm going to push that right knee open. I'm going to look over that right shoulder. Kind of isolating that right hip a little bit more. Dropping those hips toward the earth a little bit more as well. Now, we're not here to hurt ourselves. We're not here to prove anything. We're here to breathe. Bring that breath all the way down beneath your belly button. Relax the shoulder. Relax your eyes. Now let's release our hands to the earth. Inside that right foot, we're going to straighten that left leg. This is the fun stuff. We're going to inhale. Bring that left foot to the outside, that left hand. But I know you were already having a blast before that, so I don't know how it could get even more fun. Breathing here we are. Opening up the hips, lengthening the spine, opening the chest. And just the breath, breathing. Maybe feel those hips move around a little bit. Maybe this is uncomfortable for you. And again, here we go. Maybe you need to just sit on a block and just call it a day, Order a drink. I don't know what you do. But just hanging out here and it just might be the only way you can be here. And that's okay too. And maybe you find yourself kind of sitting like this. That's all right too. Or just like this. That's okay. Wherever you are is fine. You're getting into those hips and working with your body. Now we're going to move into goddess flow. We're going to try to keep the shoulders above the hips as much as we can. And I'm going to push with my heels. And I'm going to come all the way onto my tiptoes. Reaching, softening the shoulders, getting up over the big toes. Exhale, drop the heels down, come down. We're just going to do 3 of these. Inhale, coming up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to stay here. 1 inhale. Now we could go into crow here, but we're just going to plant the hands. We're going to shoot back to low plank. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale down. Left side now. Inhale. Left leg high. Exhale. Left foot to the outside of the left hand. Big stride up and out. Angle that left foot out 45 degrees. Lengthen back through the inner edge of that right heel. Bring that left arm to the sky. Now my left hip's a little tighter, so I don't have the range in my left hip as I do in my right. It's getting there though. Breathe. Open your heart. And just drop straight down that right knee. Reach back that left hand to the outside of that right foot at the foot or at the ankle. And opening up here. Remember, being aware of trying to keep that ankle, that outer edge of the right ankle in line with that right outer edge of that right hip. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. Just being aware of it, not just getting sloppy. Open your heart here. Drop into those hips a little bit. And breathe. Relax your face, your eyes. Deepen your breath. And we're going to release I'm going to bring the elbows to the earth, side that left foot. Now remember, grab a block if you need one. I almost need one with my left elbow here because, like I said, this left side's a little tighter. But just breathe. Every exhale, feel yourself settling in to the posture and to the moment a little bit more, letting go of any of the stuff that gets in the way. A lot of times it's things we hold on to that we really don't need. Just stuff that comes up, just witness it and let it go with your breath. It may come back again, that's fine. Just be here. Let's come up onto the hands, and we're going to, like I said, it's also nice to do this on the front end. But we're going to bring the left hand to that left knee. Press that left knee open, coming onto the outer edge of that left foot, keeping that left foot angled out, looking over that left shoulder, just playing with those hips, kind of dropping in. You're going to be a little uncomfortable, but you don't want to hurt yourself. You're just kind of coming to that place of a little discomfort, and you're just going to breathe there until it kind of opens up. Now we're going to just release our hands to the earth. We're going to straighten that right leg. Now this step forward might be tough for you. We're just going to come all the way up. Oh, boy, you can feel that. Wow. And we're going to drop the butt down. Couple of breaths here. Let's take it slow. And we're just going to, 3 times we're going to inhale, come all the way up onto the tiptoes. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. Stay here, 1 inhale. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Just breathing here. Filling up and emptying. Feel your body opening up a bit more. Becoming more liquefied with our practice, with our breath. Maybe move those hips side to side. Now we're going to inhale, bring the right leg high. We're going to exhale, half pigeon right side. We're going to bring that right knee out nice and wide. Now most of the time in the yoga world, half pigeon means we're getting near the end of the practice. So that's usually where people love half pigeon. Even if you don't like half pigeon much, you usually end up loving it because it's near the end of practice. And especially if you've been struggling or it's been challenging, it's always a nice way to kind of relax. So get that right knee out nice and wide. Lengthen straight back. So you're making sure that that right knee's angling out from that right hip toward the outer right edge of your mat. Then you're squaring up the hips. And you're kind of lengthening forward and coming down. Breathing here. Now again, this might not be accessible to you at first. If you run a lot, bike a lot, you might be just like barely holding on here. That's okay too. You can even place a block underneath that hip if the pain is just too uncomfortable, the stretch is just too intense for you. Just maybe rest your right butt cheek on a block and just kind of sit up like this and use your hands to kind of keep those hips square. Otherwise, here we are. I like to, if I'm practicing alone, I like to take 5 or 10 breaths in each posture at least. So feel free to kind of formulate whatever way works for you, but just try to be pretty uniform on each side. It doesn't have to be exact, but give yourself what you need, your own intuition. But, you know, maybe count your breaths on each side. And do I need some more breaths? Is this enough? Now we're going to just come up onto our hands, curl the left toes under. Now as we come out of this, straighten that left leg. You're going to engage your core a little bit just to come out. Just that body awareness stuff that we're always kind of practicing. I'm going to bring that right leg high. With the inhale, exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. Exhale, Ekapada Rajakapatasana, left side. Half pigeon, left knee out nice and wide. We're going to square up those hips. But again, my left hip's a little tighter, so I like to roll over on this side a little bit and then square up again, so I can just get a little deeper into it. I'm squaring up the hips, I'm opening up, and then I'm going to come down. Breathing here. Feel that breath moving all the way down beneath the belly button. Really relaxing, letting go of any stress or tension. And again, remember, use the block if you need to. Practicing patience here. Just this moment. What's going on? What are you feeling? And slowly, let's come up and out. Now, we could go into King Pigeon. We're not going to worry about that today. We're going to curl the right toes under, straighten that right leg, engage the core. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, down dog. Now from here, we're just going to slowly walk our hands to our feet at the back of our mats. We're just going to hang forward, but let's toe heel those feet to the outer edge of the mat. Just get the outer edge of the feet in line with the outer edge of the mat and just hang forward here. Let's maybe bend the knees, rest your torso and your thighs. Maybe you get a little upper spine release. Just kind of shake things out a little bit. From forward fold, we're just going to start walking our hands, mindfully back forward. Just kind of feel that earth. And maybe keep those heels drawn toward the earth. Get a little extra stretch in here. Coming forward back in a down dog, and we're going to bring our feet back, hip distance apart here. Let's take 3 breaths. Inhale through the nose. Big exhale out through the mouth. Inhale. Big exhale. Inhale. Big exhale. And slowly, let's start walking gently. Walking our feet to the outside of our hands for one last little visit into frog. Getting into those hips a little bit more. Lengthening the spine, opening our chest. About 3 breaths here, just feel. And just kind of feeling our way. Put the arms back, and we're going to bring the legs forward. We're going to just move into seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Just really winding down, really calm, and just bring those toes back towards you. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, coming forward. Grab those toes. Pull those toes back towards you equally. And feel free to round a little bit here. Some of you are going to be really flexible and you can keep your chest open. And if some of you need to bend your knees, that's fine too. This is a tough one for me today. Just because we just have to listen to our bodies. Our bodies are, changing every day depending on what we've done and what's going on in our lives. Breathe. And remember, if this is not accessible to you, grab a towel. Just put a towel or a strap around your feet and just hold on to that towel. It'll happen with me right now. Just hold on to it and just kind of hang out here and breathe into it. And your hamstrings will open up with time. You just have to be patient. Slowly, let's come all the way down onto our backs. And we're going to bring the knees to the chest. And we're going to just feel that nice, stretch on our spine, and that lengthening. We're going to keep the right knee on the chest or that left leg down. Bring that left hand to the outside of the right knee. Looking over that right arm, soften the belly, lengthen the spine. We're going to bring that right knee over to that left side. Big breaths here. Supta Matsyendrasana. Recline the spinal twist. Breathe down through the twist. Really feel yourself breathing through the twist. Let's bring that right knee back to the chest. Bring that left knee up to meet it. And keep that left knee on the chest. Lower that right leg down, right hand to the outside that left knee, left arm out to the side. Look over that left arm, keeping that shoulder blade on the mat. And if you're lucky, maybe you get some nice little adjustments through your spine. But really breathe. You don't need to force anything, but let your breath kind of take you deeper. Let's bring the left knee back to the chest. Keep the left knee on the chest. Let's bring the right knee up to meet it. Give ourselves a big hug. And this is really important here. This nice little posture, but also the metaphor and the symbolic nature of this posture here. Giving yourself a big hug. Let yourself really give yourself a hug of gratitude and thanking yourself. Just showing up to your mat and just being open and taking the time for yourself to breathe and to get into your heart a little bit more, to nurture your body with your breath and calm your mind and softening up a little bit, softening ourselves up, creating a more patient, compassionate version of ourselves. And when you're ready, we would normally move into Shavasana. We're going to move into a little different form since we are working on the hips today. Bring the soles of your feet together. We're going to move into Supta Baddha. Bring the soles of your feet together. And let your hips just blossom open. Get those shoulder blades nice close together underneath you. Getting everything kind of situated. And then we can kind of just relax here. Just let ourselves kind of drift away. Falling into the earth for a short little variation of corpse pose here in Supta Baddha. Completely surrender. Feel yourself just with each exhale, relaxing and letting go. The thoughts of what's next come up, you just let that go and be here. Be in this moment. With each exhale, just feel yourself falling toward the center of the earth. Just falling away. Remember, anytime you want to take more time in Shavasana, it's always a good thing. Always really listening to yourself, your heart, your intuition, your body's wisdom, what you need. Every day might be a little bit different. But again, anytime you need extra time, take it. Otherwise, let's kind of stretch our arms up over their heads, stretch our legs out, lengthen down through the heels and the toes, lengthen up through the fingertips. Maybe hollow out your abdomen and your midsection, lengthening your spine a little bit. Maybe moving side to side, whatever kind of feels good. Just like you're waking up again in the morning. And let's bring the knees to the chest and roll onto the right side. Feel free to always take some extra time here if you need it. But we're going to move all the way with our eyes closed. We're going to move up to seated position. And again, grab a block or a meditation cushion if you need it. Sitting nice and tall on the mat or on our blocks. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Connecting the heart mind. 3 big breaths together. Let's exhale everything out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Big exhale, let it go. Inhale. Big exhale. Last one, in. Out. Thank you for practicing today and joining me for yoga. We are so lucky to be alive. Thank you. Let's bring the thumbs to the forehead, third eye center. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.